Welcome to Cape Town, a place where nature tells a powerful story of resilience. But one heavier and determined lingered behind, making a Herculean struggle inch by inch before finally surrendering to the cold embrace of the Atlantic. A moment raw, real, and unforgettable. The famous tablecloth that turns the summit into something magical. Standing here, suspended above the world, you feel the power of this ancient giant beneath your feet. Calm waters, soft sand, and natural pools make it one of the city's most loved coastal escapes. More than just a beautiful beach, it's a major tourist attraction and the proud home of the endangered Cape penguins. The Cape penguin is one of the most vulnerable seabirds of this region. We respected that boundary. We did not disturb them. We simply stood back and observed. Africa, a continent that doesn't just show itself, it reveals itself. After Cape Town, we deep dive into an unforgiving land of survival. Nearly 1,000 kilometers from Johannesburg, the landscape changes, the oceans disappear, the mountains fade, and in their place rises a vast, silent wilderness. This is the Kalahari, harsh, raw, and relentless, a land where every drop of water matters and only the strongest endure. As we entered the park from the South African side, first we noticed a curious male oryx standing still and watching us for a moment. As we moved ahead, the landscape opened up, and from a distance we could see the rest of the herd spread out and quietly grazing. They seemed relaxed, moving slowly, completely at ease in their surroundings. We then spotted ostriches, the largest bird on this planet. What surprised us was seeing just not one, but an entire family moving together. Despite their size, ostriches are extremely alert and rely on sharp eyesight to detect danger from far away. One of them walked unusually close to us, right beside a small makeshift eatery inside the park, offering a rare chance to observe their powerful legs. We spotted hartebeests and soon after a flock of roan antelopes. It was hard to believe so many animals were moving through what looks like a barren desert. Both species are perfectly adapted to these dry conditions, covering vast distances and surviving on sparse vegetation. The Kalahari may seem empty, but moments like this reveal how alive it truly is. The road stretches on, cutting through an endless desert. Sparse vegetation clings to the land, surviving where it can. As we drive, the silence grows deeper, and the scale of the Kalahari slowly sinks in. Spotting Kobe, the Kalahari fox, was completely unexpected, and it turned out to be our first carnivore sighting. It stood still for a moment, watching us closely, then scanning its surroundings. Small and alert, these foxes rely on sharp senses and patience, surviving by hunting insects, rodents, and whatever the desert offers. There is a raw beauty here, Nothing dramatic, nothing forced, just vast open space that makes you pause and take it all in. We then made our way to Agrabius Falls National Park to rest for our first night, but just before settling in, we stumbled across a Kalahari skink right in front of our door. Small and shiny, it moved quickly. The next morning greeted us with the Kalahari sun, bright and relentless. The day ahead promised challenges, and the morning itself seemed to signify that a harsh, unforgiving landscape, yet full of life. We packed our luggage, loaded the vehicle, and headed back into the desert, setting out once again, hoping luck would be on our side. Within just a few minutes, we spotted a meerkat standing upright on its hind legs, staring straight at us. Small and alert, meerkats are always on the lookout. Taking turns as sentinels to keep their group safe. Seeing one so clearly, so close, instantly lifted our spirits. We spotted several eagles and goshawks, starting with a Baudian's snake eagle. On a rocky cliff, we spotted a beautiful springbok standing still and perfectly blended into the landscape. One of the most beautiful sightings for us was the rock hyrax. Small and compact, they blend perfectly into the rocky surroundings where they live in groups. They move with surprising ease across steep cliffs, gripping the rocks as if it were flat ground. Watching them bask in the sun, completely at home in this harsh landscape, filled us with genuine excitement. Out of nowhere, a Nile monitor paid us a sudden visit. Large, powerful and alert, it moved with confidence. The eastern chanting goshawk impressed us with its broad wingspan as it perched confidently. A lone giraffe gave us a stunning moment, standing tall against the open landscape, but its alert posture and quick glances made it clear it was nervous and aware of our presence. Or something else? All of a sudden, the oryx and the springboks grew uneasy. Heads went up, movement changed, and we could sense panic setting in. The zebras, usually calm, suddenly froze. From the high ground, they had clearly seen something we hadn't. In the next moment, they broke into a run, calling out in panic. That sound said it all. Danger was close. We knew we had to act, and act fast. Even the kobees that were feeding on a carcass suddenly panicked and bolted, abandoning their meal without hesitation. In the Kalahari, Panic travels faster than sight, and instinct rarely gets it wrong. From a distance, it was clear the fastest land animal had entered the savanna. In a flash, the cheetah broke into a lightning sprint, eyes locked on its target. Moments later, we realized it was chasing a springbok. Within seconds, both vanished beyond our lenses, but the impact stayed with us, a scene we usually only witness in movies. And with that unforgettable moment, our Kalahari journey comes to an end. But the wild isn't done yet. The final chapter awaits us in Kruger National Park.